share my screen. So this meeting is being recorded. Where I stopped at the first session, this is the second session. I say. So I showed you, this is bracket, right? And we are trying to save our web page. We're just trying to do it again. So if you use the Control S again, if you click on press Control S and say this is demo, or mostly this is home, or you can use index. Hey, this is home. You must always remember to add .html. Always remember that. If you didn't do that, it will never. Let me save it on desktop so that we can easily access. If you didn't add this .html, your system will not understand. It will not read the file as a web page. It will read the file as, let's even try it so that you will see. It will read it as an unknown file. So I just put home. Now I've saved it without HTML. Look at it here. And this is just a file you cannot even open. So just be misbehaving. It will be asking you, what do you want to use to open it? Look at all this. So this is just a file. So if I go back and look for save. Khalifa, you help us mute yourself. You have to help us mute yourself. Now I saved at home without HTML, right? So the system cannot read the file as a web page. So I'll come back here again and go to file, come to save as. The box will come out again, and I'll put .html. Click on OK. So I should have simply shown you a simple way without going through all this stress. But I just want you guys to have the view, have the picture in your brain. You really don't need to be doing all this with Visual Studio Code. With Visual Studio Code, if I open new here, look at the index I opened on at the top here, right? Look at the index and look at the new one I just opened now. All you need to do is select a language. If you go to select a language, these are numerous programming languages. Look at them. We have Python, we have Golang, we have Git, we have C++, we have Flask, we have the Django, we have Johnson, PHP, whatever, Ruby, a lot of them. So you just come here and look for HTML. You just come here, or you type HC and HTML has appeared. Just come here and you're telling it this is an HTML file. You understand? So you're already coding in HTML. So that is it. Instead of doing all those long processes, all right? So, but I just need you guys to have the insights. That's why I'm trying to show you guys. So that would be for that. I was showing you guys the skeleton of HTML. Good. Now, doc type. This is the very beginning. Now, after allowing your system to recognize that this file is an HTML file, now allowing the text editor to understand that this file is an HTML file is another thing. Now, this is the beginning, doc type. You see this exclamation, doc type HTML. Now you must start with this guy. Even though now they have been upgraded. Text editors don't really need you to start with this guy, but this is actually the nature. This is the culture. You must start with doc type. Once you put exclamation mark, doc type HTML. Let me see. You know, I told you this is the gates. Everything must be done in here, but doc type is above. So doc type is what you will, I'll open a tag, I'll put exclamation, and I'll put doc type. and I'll put HTML, and I'll close the tag. Now, this code, this is a code already. And mind you, every code is written in closing and opening tag. So this is a tag. This is what makes it this one a closing tag, the slash. If there is no slash here, this is not a closing tag. This is an opening tag. But coming up the slash there, that's what makes it a closing tag. Now, imagine, let's say, you're on your bed, and your bed is in your room, and your room is in your parlor. Your parlor is in the house, is in the building of the house, and the house is in the street. The street is in the society, and the society is in the state, and the state is in the country, and the country is in the continent, and the continent is in the world. You understand? Something like that wrap. You know how if we have an onion here, and there are a lot of layers wrapping each other, right? So same thing as web development. So HTML, in HTML, we have head, we have body, we have div. You will get familiar to all these, and you don't really need to know all these deeply, all right? You don't really need to know them in total. So you get familiar with them as time goes on, because I'm not recommending coding for you guys. I'm not saying you should come and sit down and be coding and be coding and be coding, because you are not going to write any exam. If you have an exam on coding, good, you have to go and sit down and learn. I just stopped sharing my screen. Let me share it again. I think I mistakenly stopped. Okay, all right. I hope you guys are with me. Give me that turn on again. Give me that turn up again. And drop a chat, or just unmute yourself. You can just drop any emoji to cheer me up, so that I'll be sure that I'm not speaking to myself. Good, good, good. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Just give me a minute. All right, I'm back. All right, I believe everyone is with me. So as I was saying, I'm demonstrating the skeleton of HTML for you guys. So now let's go back to W3 School. Like I said, we have in here, if you look at this P. P means paragraph. There are some codes that you will get familiar with. Anywhere you see this P, as you can see P, this is the opening tag for P, and this is the closing tag for P. And we open P just to write this is a paragraph, and we closed P. And this is H. We open tag for H. H is header, header 1. As you can see, H1 means header 1. I'll show you what it means now, real soon. So this is the opening tag for H1, and this is the closing tag for H1. And this is the body. Now, the H1 and the P, they are both in the body. As you can see, this is the closing tag for body, and this is the opening tag for body. So the H and the P, they are in the body. The body itself and the H and the P, they are in HTML. As you can see, HTML closing tag and HTML opening tag at the top. Everybody, if you look at it, everybody is in HTML. Everybody here is in HTML. All right. So this is the closing tag for HTML. This is the opening tag for HTML. Anybody that writes anything outside HTML, outside the closing tag for HTML, it won't show. You are working outside Nigeria. All right. So, and we have head. This is the closing tag for head. This is the opening tag for head. Now let me explain everything. Let me just copy these guys. Okay, no need to copy. I'm using VS Code. Okay, this is the output. This is what we call output, please. At the right-hand side. As you can see, the title Title of this page is page title. Let's put it page title. I will show you where the title is. Let's come to this H1 and P. This H1 is the header one. And in the header one, between the opening tag and the closing tag was written, this is a heading. And if you look at the outputs, this is a heading. And beneath it, we have paragraph. And in the paragraph, it was written, this is a paragraph. And beneath it, we have, this is a paragraph. Now let's go to my VS Code and demonstrate this. So if we come here and I do this, automatically, it has appeared. You guys don't know what I pressed, but I pressed something and the skeleton of HTML just appeared. You can go ahead and be typing it one by one, but it's stress. You're stressing yourself, stressing your brain, and whatever. Now you will see a slight difference between this and this. Now, there is a meta, chassis, viewports, blah, blah, blah. This code here, this is a code. If I'm coding a website on my system, if I open the website on the phone is smaller than system. Something will happen. The website will shrink. It will shrink down to my phone size. Now, that also is a code. You understand? If I code it, now this line of code here, it's what we call media responsiveness. If it's on a tab, it will grow to the size of a tab. If it's on the phone, it will shrink to the size of a phone. If it's on a system, it will grow bigger to the size of a system. If it's on a very big screen, it will grow bigger to the size. Now, this is the code for it. And it has been inserted. This is why VS Code is always recommended. It's best. So before this, what I did is when I started typing, I just put the exclamation mark. Shift 1, that's where we have exclamation, right? When I put it, the next thing I hit on is tab. Once you hit on tab or enter, or tab or enter on your keyboard, once you hit on enter, the skeleton will come out complete. And even with this media responsiveness. Now, if I remove this line of code, if I remove it, now my work, everything I will do won't be responsive. If I'm done building the websites, let's say we are done building your portfolio page and you send it to someone, you said, okay, this is my website, and the person enters with phone. Let's say the HR or the employer enters with phone and he will see everything scattered. He might not even see your picture. Your picture may overlap. You understand? Everything will just be like, it's just like I'm trying to view something that's on a big screen and I'm trying to view it on my phone. You understand? So some writings, and there will be no scrolling bar to scroll. You understand? But having this line of code here, this is what we call code. Anything you see in this tag, if it's a code, you must find it in this tag. You understand? So, and this line of code doesn't need a closing tag. You know the closing tag now, if it must come with slash, right? The one that comes with slash, that's the closing tag. But this line of code, there are some lines of code that doesn't really need a closing tag. You will get use of them as we ride on, as time goes on. So, but everything here, it happens in the head. Now, in this head, we have title. And in this title, I will just say, okay, let me just say Abby. Let me just say Abby. Abby, or okay, let me just say home. Let me just say home. This is my home page. So this is my home, right? And if you want to run your code, you must save, right? Say Control S, save. Let me copy these. There are other things I will show you, but not now. I don't want it to be complex for you guys. I don't want it to be complex for you guys. So I'll come here and paste my work. So this is home. This is index. You guys remember, okay, not this index. This index is the one that comes with the bracket. So this is home, and I have this home on my desktop, and I save. If you want to run, before you run it, you must have to save it. And I save. If you remember, this is the home we are working on now, right? So if I double click on it, I'll go ahead and reduce all this tab. I'll leave this one, close this. I'll leave this one, I'll close this. All right. So take a look at this. This is the tab we are working on. Or let me separate the browser itself. Here. This is our website. This is at the top. This is the title. I changed it to home. This is where you change that. If I say, okay, this is not home, this is about, and I hit on save, Control S. You must always save before you run. All right. And I hit on save, Control S, and I refresh. Look, it has changed to about now. All right. So that is the title. So that's the code of the title. Look at the opening tag for title and closing tag for title. So and title is in the head. Now you must understand that this is the head already. This is the head. From this bar where you come and write your domain, if you want to search for anything, where you come and type and search for something, that is the head. Up to this bar, where up to the title, that is the head. So everything after HTML, the next thing is head. So if we go and create head, there is difference between header and head. You understand that later when we get there. So this is head, a opening tag for head, and I go down and I create a closing tag for head, and I type head. So in head, I have title. In head, I have title. So title is in head. So this is where I add home, and I add the closing tag for title. All right, so title is in head. So if I'm done with that, now I want to come out. I want to come down here and start writing welcome to my web page, this, that, this, that, this, that. So you go out of head. Now we are done with head. So we go out of this closing tag of head. Now we are coming to the real body of our web page. So this is where we create the body tag. You create the body tag, and we create the closing tag for body. Now, everything will be done in the body tag. Everything will be done in the body tag, all right? So in that body tag, let's say I want to write, let me explain H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 to you guys. As you can see, let's come down to the body, and I put H1. Let me go to VS Code. Let me come down to body, and I put H1. I put welcome. So I go down, H2. I put welcome. So you must also learn how to copy and paste. It makes your work faster. So let's copy welcome. Since I will be repeating welcome, welcome, welcome. I just want to show you the difference between H1, H2, H3, H4. I paste that. Come again. H4. Paste that. And H5. I think H5 is the smallest. So I will save now. If I save, I will come to the browser and I will refresh. Okay, wait, sorry. Okay, this is index. Okay, I save. This is index, this index. This is where I'm working on VS Code, right? So I'll open it. And now this is the difference between H1, H2, H3, H4, H5. H stands for heading. Heading 1 is the biggest, followed by heading 2, followed by heading 3, heading 4, heading 5. Hope you understand that now. Now, this is what this means. If you enter, the first thing you write at the top, you use H1. Now, there's what we call UI UX. Before you build a website, you need a blueprint, all right? So UI UX, that's another digital skill on its own. User interface and user experience, all right? So their work, mostly it's for women. Their work is to, if you enter any website, you'll be like, oh, I like the color of this website. It's very nice. It's this, it's that. This website is this. Now, that's the work of UI UX. Without a programmer, someone that built, like, let me use myself as an example. I build websites, I build applications, I build softwares. I don't know, like, I will build websites and I will say I built that website. People will go view the website and people will be like, wow, this guy is very good. And what those people are seeing, they are just seeing the colors of the website, they are just seeing the styling of the website, and they thought I did that. No, that's the work of the UI UX. The UI UX will tell you, put red color here, make this font size big, do this, do that. For example, like an architecture. A builder just built the house, but architecture gave him the design. Architecture tell him, put white color here, do this, do that. Now, that's the work of an architecture. But if anybody see the house, people will be like, wow, these people can build a very big, beautiful house like this. But the architecture is the one that make it that beautiful, all right? So that's the work of UI UX coming to web development. It doesn't mean the builder is useless, because without the builder, the architecture will just give a graphical presentation. He will just draw and swallow his drawing. He doesn't know how to go do the work, but the builder will do the work. So what I'm trying to say here is, we the builders, we the developers, we are more important than the UI UX guys. I don't know if I have any UI UX person here, I'm sorry. So, but there's always beef and fights between UI UX guys and developers. You will understand this later as you go deep. So, as I was saying, I don't have sense of colors. Like, there is what we call color technology. Mostly women, it's their part. They know how to beautify things. All right, they know how to mix colors. They know how to do this. They know how to do that. So that's the work of UI UX. Let me open any of my fun projects. I actually recently hosted a fun project I did. Okay, this is an e-commerce. This is an e-commerce website. I put ibishop.com. So this is what it looks like. As you can see, I just did something real quick just to demonstrate something for someone. The person asked me if I can build a website for him where he will sell his products. I told him yes. And he asked me if I've done it before. I told him yes. And meanwhile, I've never done it before. But I know I can just quickly do something that's to present to him. So you guys should know that this meeting, we have 10 minutes left on this meeting. And everything I want to show you, I think I've shown you today. So you can just put it down today. We've done how to set up your test editor, so you can go practice. Make sure you are good and compatible with setting up your test editor and ready to code. And even skeleton, the next time if we come, I will just go direct and show you how to use ChatGPT to generate codes and to use them in your test editor. All right, so today this is what we've done today. Just go and learn how to understand these test editors. Move around, work with them. Go to YouTube, how to use VS Code, HTML. Look at this thing I showed you guys, W3 School. It's very, very important, please. If you come to W3 School, look at outline. This is introduction, editor, basics, elements, attributes, heading, paragraph, styling, formatting. It will show you everything. HTML, CSS. You understand? So with time, it's good to, you know, learn ahead, right? So you can't cover everything at once, but if you play around with them, you will really understand a lot. So as I was saying, when I showed this guy this thing I just did, which I just did this within few hours. It's not even up to 1 hour. I just added everything and I send him a link and he sees it that yes, I can do it. And he gave me the job and I did the job and he paid me. So what was I even showing you guys? So as you can see, I did this without any UI UX guy. I didn't meet any UI UX guy to come and please, I want to build a website. Come and do the UI UX for me so that I will use. So which is why if you look very well, you'll see that this my website is just lame. There's no color. It's not even beautiful. I just added the pictures there. And so now today, people don't really need UI UX. People will just go online and look for templates. There's what we call templates. People look for templates, see the design of the templates and use them. So as time goes on, I'll show you other things. I'll show you other websites. I'll show you things I do. So where was I? So I was showing you before the meeting ends. Just do know that this meeting will end in 7 minutes time. So before the meeting ends, I will just continue showing you guys showing you guys some basic things. So this is, you've seen the use of H1, H2, H3, right? If you want your header to be big, use H1. You want it to be too big, use H2. Don't want it to be that big, use H3. You want it to be small, use H5. So after that, welcome. So good to write with capital letter. So welcome, good to write with capital letter. It will be more bigger. So if you are done with that, you come out of the closing tag and you open another tag again called P, paragraph. You cannot just start writing. Any code you want to do, anything you want to write, you must write it in code. So you must put that P in opening and closing tag. That's what we call the element. If you come here, you will see it. I will send you guys cheat sheets. Rabia, are you in the meeting? Rabia to Ibrahim.
Yes.
Do you still have HTML cheat sheets?
No, I don't have it.
You don't have it, which means you've mastered everything then, because I know I sent you a cheat sheet some months ago.
Yes.
You've mastered the cheat sheet. You've mastered
No.
I don't understand. No, you don't have. Okay, Rabia Jabba. All right, let's continue, please. I can see her going off and on. I think she's facing network issue. So if you come to this HTML elements, this is where you will see them. This is where you will see them and see how they explain them. Tag name. So they say, this is the opening tag. So in here, you put the tag name. And in here, the closing tag, you put the tag name for closing tag. I'm explaining and teaching you like a lecturer. Please, if you didn't go and sit down, and read these things so that you understand them, you will be confused at the end of the day. So this is where you will see all this explanation. This is where you will see all this explanation, right? So as you can see, starting tag, start tag. So go to W3 School, please. Go through it. Me, I'm just giving you a rough pop. I'm just giving you a rough explanation. Rabia, are you back?
Yes.
So you've mastered
You know,
everything for you to
no,
lose the cheat
I
sheet.
no, I haven't mastered everything. You know, I lost my phone, so it was in the other phone.
You
That's why.
misplace your phone. Well, this is another thing. As a tech person, Rabia, you have been in tech since before today, and you know all these things, though. You know
Yes.
everything. As a tech person, it's not an excuse to tell me you've lose it because it's in your other phone. What's the use of Google Drive? What's the use of Google Cloud? What's the use of cloud? Can't you back it up? As a tech guy, you don't lose anything. If they thief your phone, your system today, you have backup somewhere online. You have it somewhere in your hard disk. So don't, that is not even an excuse. I should punish you for that.
Sorry.
Your punishment for that, I will tell you your punishment. In fact, you won't attend my next class.
Sorry.
So you guys should go to W3 school, please. In W3 school, you will see, this is elements of HTML. This is where you will see them. This is where you will see the explanations. This is H1 start tag and the element content, what is in the H1 and the ending tag, which is the closing tag, just like I've showed you guys. So I will send you guys a cheat sheet and you will see some cheats. And we have attributes. Also, you guys will go and read about the attributes, heading, paragraph, see, styling, formatting. Everything here is very important. Just read through it because I don't want you to go do something and someone will come and ask you to explain and you won't be able to explain. You don't understand how did you get there. So it's not fresh, it's not nice. So this meeting will end in 2 minutes and I feel I'm talking too much. So that is just it. That will be that all for today. Like I said, this meeting is being recorded. If you miss anything, I will drop a link. And if I drop the link after this class, you can always go back to that link and check if you miss anything. But I don't expect you to miss anything. If you miss anything, learn how to use your Google. On our next class, I'll teach us how to go into ChatGPT. There are other AIs like the Bing AI. ChatGPT stopped at 2022, right? ChatGPT 3.5. If you don't have the paid version, it stopped. The data in ChatGPT is 2022 downward. And meanwhile, the one in Bing is updated data. If anything happens today, it comes online, Bing Chat will give you in details. So we'll see how to use both of them on other computer tricks. There is nothing serious about tech, guys. There is nothing serious about computer. So it's just a common trick you guys feel that tech guys do. And people feel, oh, that guy is a wizard. It's not any wizard. It's actually very simple. It's you that didn't sit down to learn or to understand. So it's very simple. So you guys stay tuned. Always attend the class. Within this 2 weeks, I will teach you beyond what we are supposed to learn. So this meeting will end in 1 minute. Any moment from now, the meeting will end. Thank you very much. God bless you too, Rabia. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And I will stop the recording now as the meeting will end any moment. Bye.